This is the outside of the Elddis Autoquest 175. As I move along, I will firstly come to the flue for the whale boiler just here. We don't need to do anything with this particular flue. There's no covers or anything that need to be removed. Just make sure that nothing is obstructing it. And then as we move further along, we then have the flue for the whale space heater. And again, just make sure that nothing is obstructing it. Fresh water tank fill just here. As you can see, the cap can be locked. Just pop your hose pipe in to fill up the fresh water tank. And then directly beneath that, we have the grey water drain just here and the fresh water drain just here. Cassette toilet location here. To remove the cassette, just lift up on the orange handle and pull towards you. Before use, remove the cap and add your toilet chemical with a small amount of water. This is also where it empties from. Just remember that when you are emptying the cassette, to hold the button in just here to release the vacuum inside. It's also advisable to keep this seal lubricated. Thetford do their own seal lubricant, but any silicone based lubricant is fine, and by turning this part here allows access inside the cassette for additional cleaning. All of these cassettes now are on wheels with extendable handles. At the rear of the motorhome we have the rear view camera, and then as we come round to the other side we have the gas locker. So as you can see, there's room in here for 2 gas bottles. The regulator just sits here, and then the hose comes off the regulator and screws into the propane bottle and is tightened with a gas spanner. Bottle on and off on the top. Do make sure that the bottle is isolated for travel. Spare wheel is just located here, and it winds down at this point here. The bar that goes into this point is located in the jack and wheelbrace kit, and then the brace attaches to that, and then it's wound down. Vents for the Dometic fridge freezer. Again, avoid obstructing them and spraying too much water at them when washing the motorhome. Battery locker just here. So we have the leisure battery, and then mains hookup connection just here, and then beside this we then have access underneath the bench seat. At the top here we have the Fiamma roll-out canopy. To roll this out, take the winding handle and just hook it into place, and then begin winding the canopy out. As you can now see, I've wound the canopy out a short distance. I always prefer to do this and then drop the legs to give it some support, and then you're also not putting too much stress on the side of the motorhome itself. The legs are just in at this point here. You'll see that they are clipped as well, so just unclip and then slide towards you and then drop down, undo at this point here, drop the leg to the ground, and then get it at the height you require, and then lock the leg back into place. And then if I do exactly the same again on the other leg, and now the legs are dropped and the canopy is supported, I can now continue to wind the canopy out, walking the legs as I go. As you can now see, the canopy is fully wound out. Never have the canopy out in high winds, as it does run the risk of being flipped over the top of the motorhome. When it comes to putting the canopy away, wind it back in, walking the legs as you go, roughly to the point where they were dropped. Then it's just a matter of undoing, sliding the leg back up, and then just clipping them back in, and then just continuing to wind away. Diesel fill just here, and the cap unlocks on the ignition key, and then we have AdBlue top up just underneath it, and it will let you know on the dashboard when the AdBlue needs topping up. Tyre pressures on the door pillar just here, and then we have the jack and wheelbrace kit underneath the passenger seat, and the vehicle battery is just located underneath the floor here, and the bonnet release is just here.